We got a camera. We got shiny color. We are going to be doing some cat hair on my mic. Something a little bit different today. Going to be streaming some S rank runs in shiny colors because there's currently an event going on to try and get the maximum number of fans possible for each idol. So that is a ranking event, and I'm gonna try and get into the top 100 at least. Let's see where we fall into this morning. Gotta link it. Yeah. So I'll show you. We're getting through these jobs real quick. As you can see, we're only doing Chiyuki in these jobs so that she gets all of the possible fans. So if we click on this event, I'm currently the 81st producer in the world for Chiyuki, and by the world I mean Japan and a few outlying countries, aka the US. Because in the last 3 days or so I've grinded 37 million fans for her. And how we do that is by doing these S rank runs. So we're getting straight into it. We're just going. We're gonna grind as much as possible today. So with an S rank run, all that I do is grind mental for the first 2 seasons, and then we do 16 auditions. And the reason I can do that is because of this Rinze right here. She gives us 16 vocal every time we win an audition, and then I also leveled up. My cat's going to the bathroom. Did you hear that kick? She does this like little rabbit kick on the side of the litter box whenever she's done. It's pretty cute. Anyways, the reason that S ranks are pretty doable. Couldn't hear it. Okay, that's fine. That's good. It's just a loud scratching sound, so I'm glad the mic's not picking it up. I do try and do any promises Chiyuki wants in the first 2 seasons, but after the first 2 seasons we say no. We're just doing auditions. So here's a promise. This week visual lesson sounds good. Even better, we actually have some support idols in there. These support bonds definitely help a lot during the run. If I see any room with like 4 or 5 girls in it, I'll do that too. Alright, we're skipping through. We're going as fast as we can. Let's get these fans, get through the first 2 seasons as fast as possible, and then we're in audition grind. Getting free vocal. I am running the SSR Chiyuki. She's wearing one of the SR costumes, but it is this new SSR Chiyuki that we got because SSR produced idols get a lot more free stats. And that's pretty much required to do a pure audition run for S rank. Ooh, this skill tray works so much faster on the PC. Okay, we're at 20% fail rate. We'll go ahead and rest. We are grinding. That's what I like to see. So this Hiyori right here is the Audition Mastery SP Hiyori. The Rinze is the Audition Mastery Vocal Rinze. And with their powers combined, we can hit S rank fairly easily. Alright, so through Season 1, pretty much just doing Radio Room. I want to try and hit over 300 mental before we head into Season 3. One of these days we will get a support idol with Audition Mastery Mental, and then we'll be able to do 32 audition runs, and it'll be insane. Okay, do we get another promise? Perfect. This week, another visual room. Oh, it'd be nice if these were vocal promises or even rest promises, but that's okay. No support idols in the room. The worst type of promise. But we'll live. Alright, if we don't have any girls in the SP room or the radio room, we'll do our single audition for Season 2 that week. The trick with Chiyuki is left, left, right, and then I think center, maybe? We'll see. We'll see where vocal is at the end. Awesome. Level 2 already. No promises. On PC, do I have touch turned off? I don't want to accidentally tap on Chiyuki while we're speeding through this. Touch is off. Perfect. It actually saves your settings between mobile and... well, I guess my mobile is the browser. Skipping through. Let's keep doing radio rooms as long as there's support idols in here. We're over 300. We'll do maybe a little bit more. We could go for some SP too. 16%. We'll go ahead and rest. We got 4 weeks. We got to do one audition. Left, left, right, middle. Yep. And then I think left from now on. There's that Hiyori. It's crazy that these SR idols, they seem to give more stats at the beginning, but they only have 2 events. Because that Hiyori just gave us 30 stats as well. Okay, dance lesson. 3 weeks after that to do one audition. I think we got this. Hiyori is in the room. Oh, that visual room looks tasty. But we don't need more visual. I'm glad that you survived both of your roulettes. Ooh, you got timed out for 1 second with one. I have no idea what happens if you lose your roulette. Good luck, my friend. We'll do an audition next week. We're at 350 mental. I've been playing on mobile for the last 3 days or so. Alright, we'll do an audition last week. Gotta do that. Gotta do the 3 idol rooms. We actually had a really good run. There was almost never a no idol radio room. Alright, coming out of this with a 2.5 appeal and the 30% buff from Mono. We have 402 mental. Got probably more mental than we need for this run, but that's alright. We'll get plenty of vocal as we go. Doing the audition. Oh shoot, I bought the wrong skill. That's fine. Usually I like to replace my vocal 1 with the vocal 2.5 right away, so that anytime I see Chiyuki's face with vocal, I know to click on that because it's going to be the hardest hitting audition, and we're going through this as fast as humanly possible. So there's the audition win. We'll link appeal just to kill these judges faster. There is 1 cat on a chair. We'll see if we get more. Jiggy, do you like the new icon? Well, that Cho guy who shows up in chat pretty often made it for me. I did have to give him money for it though. Alright, we're in Season 3, and Season 3 means from now on we do an audition every single week. If we get a promise request, we say no. We just do an auditions. We're literally just grinding out our fan count. We're always going for the #1 judge. You can always win these auditions. Can being the optimal word there. Any audition we fail, it's fine. We just don't get those fans for this run. Any audition we get in first place makes our subsequent auditions even easier. 24 stars. We did not quite get first there, feels bad. Of course the AI managed to get top appeals and last appeals, but that's alright. Still getting 6 vocal, still hoping for support events because we did so many of them. Here's our guaranteed visual off this card. C rank already, first week of Season 3, going right back into auditions. Here is the Morning Commu from Chiyuki. If we get enough of those, we may still hit 3. Sadly, we are saying no to these promises, because I would rather have 50,000 fans Chiyuki. Once we hit 50 SP, we're going to grab the second mono 2.5 skill, and that will be very helpful in actually winning these auditions. Ooh, getting all of our 1x appeals right off the bat. So our order is Chiyuki high skills, and then Mono, then Mamimi, then Rinzai, then Kiriko. And then Chiyuki low skills, which is all we have left, so we will just suffer. But hey, we got 24 stars. We got some fighting pussies in the back. Going for the top seat. I think Sanji usually wins just because he's stubborn. Robin gets it if she really wants it, but she typically doesn't care that much. There's our B rank idol. Here's our Morning Commu. We're grinding through. If she asks for a promise again, oh, we gotta say no again. Feels bad. That's fine. We immediately get that tension back by going into the audition. And we are smacking first place judge. Ooh. Have not started with that 2.5 Chiyuki skill yet, but that's okay. Still super easy to win these auditions, even going off stat, because nobody hits first place judge with us. Alright, we'll link appeal here, see if we can get a last hit on vocal. Now it should be a guaranteed first with 30 stars. Just hitting normals to get through the auditions faster. We are on the grind. I'm curious actually how many S rank runs we can get through during this stream. I haven't timed myself. I'm trying to get through them super fast, as opposed to the true end runs that I kind of take my time with a little bit more. But I also have to do like 6 extra auditions, so they probably end up taking longer. Oh, we just keep getting these promises. That's 3 in a row we've had to say no to. Okay, vocals first. Oh, that feels bad. We're at 42 SP, so if we win this audition, we should be able to buy our mono skill. Like I said, it's Chiyuki high skills, then mono, then Mamimi. So we got our second and third highest skill right here. And then Rinzai and then Kiriko. That's just the strength order of my supports. And even a 2.5 skill from Chiyuki hits harder than a 3x skill from Mamimi or Mono. Oh, you're good, my friend. I did mention earlier I was impressed by your roulette survival skills. Yeah, I was asking if you noticed or enjoyed my new icon. I got that from Cho. He's in here a bit. Cho, I forget what his full name is on Twitch. Yeah, the avatar. The little blue guy. No, he's not blue. Alright, I think we got 4 more weeks of Season 3, and then we're on to the tougher auditions that are a lot harder to actually win, but can give us potentially 300,000 fans instead of 50. If we get lucky with our audition lineup. Hitting these goods, hitting these excellents. Ooh, maybe even able to hit a last hit here. Nope, failed it. That's alright. We got 24 stars. Oh, Sakuya always steals those last hits. We lose to Sakuya all the time in this, but that's fine. Yes, the avatar of me. Yeah, sorry, I said blue guy because, you know, Avatar the movie, they're all blue. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright, vocals first. We should be able to win this. I'm actually winning fewer 50k auditions than we normally do. Feels bad. However, we do have 2 different 2.5 skills now, so we should never run into a situation where we have to use a 1x appeal. Appreciate it. I like it. I like it a lot. Got some nice details in the background too, you can't really see, but got like a Camilla and Chiyuki. Fire Emblem, World of Warcraft. You gotta zoom in way far for that. I don't know if you can zoom in on it on Twitch though. Alright, winning that audition, 23 vocal, 9 SP. Here is the last vocal promise. I want to say it's left. Yes. So left, left, right, center, left. That's our Chiyuki order for pure vocal. Might even be able to start doing this without notebooks. Actually, that's a lie. I don't know what her promises are. Feels bad. That's alright. Going for first place judge every time. Until we get to Season 4 at least. The reason I replaced my 1x vocal skill, so I don't even have to click and highlight these skills, I can see which one's the hardest hitting one just by the icon. Nice, alright, so we get to memory appeal first place judge here, and get guaranteed first place win. Probably should just hit normal there. Audition success, first place, extra 16 vocal, extra 9 SP. Ooh, if any more audition mastery supports come out, this run gets even sillier. Alright, another morning commu. We're already at level 3, so we don't really expect to hit level 4. We're going to say no to the promises. Heading back in for our final audition of Season 4. See if we can hit 400k before Season 4. We'll break down the support idols right after this before we go into the second run. We still got 8 auditions to go though, we're about halfway through this basically. There's 36 stars, we can't really lose, so I'm just gonna bomb out these appeals to go just a little bit faster. Okay, there is 400,000 fans by Season 3. I think maybe if I had grinded more auditions in Season 2, I would have gotten even more fans. But Season 2, the auditions are only worth like 15k fans. I'd rather just do more runs. I mean, it means I miss out on maybe a 300k audition instead of a 200k audition. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, so we are in Season 4, which means based on the judges, we do one of 3 or potentially 4 different auditions. Vocal second, that's the easiest. We do the highest audition available to us, which sadly right now is only the 100k audition, because we did get this the very first week of Season 4. However, it will get us to 500k fans and unlock the 200k audition, which we've never done on stream before. I'm not sure if Memory Appeal will last hit here, and if it doesn't, oh, we'll see. We might not even pass this audition. We're only sitting at 21 stars. Alright, 21 was enough to pass the audition. We didn't get first. Not getting free vocal from it, or SP. Feels bad. Getting a tiny amount of vocal, 8 vocal at least. It's something. So there's our 500k, there's A rank. If we wanted to true end here, we could. Dance first, visual second. That is the hardest possible audition, which means we do the weakest possible audition. Not weakest possible, but the weakest one we can guaranteed win, which is the 50k audition. You can just aim for first place here, judge, even though it's dance, and still win it in Season 4. Ooh, trying to hit those perfects, but I'm bad at the game. We'll do one more hit and then Memory Appeal. Memory Appeal should at least kill this Jed. There's 28 stars. We got first place, which is nice. Gives us more vocal for these harder auditions if we get to them. So the rule is, if vocal is first, you do the legend. If vocal is second, you do the highest audition available to you. And if visual is first, you can also do the legend. So I guess order of operations. Vocal second, do the highest possible one. If not, vocal or visual first, do the legend. If not, and therefore dance and dance is first and visual is second, then you gotta do your 50k audition. I forget what it's called, Thanksgiving something. And you feel bad, but that does happen, I think, twice during Season 4, no matter what. Should be able to Memory Appeal here? No. Ooh, feels bad. That's alright, we still had full mental. Hence why we couldn't Memory Appeal, actually. I think the more the judges hit you, the faster your bar fills up. Which explains why Rinze is on Hokago Climax Girls, right? She's the Memory Appeal idol, and Hokago is all about getting hit by judges. "24 vocal, 9 SP from the legend. Middle again for the last vocal. I forget what the pattern was already. It doesn't matter. Okay, visual is first, vocal is second. Visual first means we can win the legend, but vocal first means we can win the highest audition available, which is the 200k audition. I did say we can win the audition. I did not say we will. We're just trying to hit second place here. 200k, you can see the AI is hitting massively. We're hitting 18k, and they're still hitting for 21k sometimes. There's a 12k from us, there's a 26k from one of the AIs. Alright, we got top on... Ooh, let's see. Okay, at least one of the AIs stole almost all the points. So we did squeak by with second place. That's 200,000 fans right there. I'm totally happy with only getting second in the 200k and 300k auditions. Because 200,000 fans is basically like doing 2 of the legend. Alright, we got vocal first, which means we're doing the legend. We need 50 SP before we can buy another good, strong appeal skill. I feel like vocal runs are the hardest for S rank, because the only time you can do higher auditions is if vocal is second place. Whereas I think dance and visual, you can actually fight for first place on those. But that's okay. Vocal's what we got. I do have a bunch of good dance supports that I've been getting lately from my rolls. Oh, speaking of my rolls, did get the latest Mamimi, didn't stream that. Feels bad. But I was pretty psyched. I literally only rolled once on the banner and got her, so I lucked it out. $32 vocal, 9 SP. What's our vocal at? 625. It's been capped for a while, huh? That is to be expected. Visual first. So we're going for the legend. Because dance is second, sadly. Instead of, if it was visual first, vocal second, we would have gone for the 200k. But this may work out in our favor, because winning the legend here should unlock the 300k auditions, and then hopefully we can get vocal second before the season's over. Try and get second place in a 300k audition. Grinding through these as fast as possible. Alright, we can hit the normal here. It doesn't matter if we get any more stars. We're at 32. We're good to go. We're in first place. We don't even necessarily care about first place anymore, unless we somehow manage to get 50 SP before the last audition and it's something hard, but I think we're fine. I think we're good to go. So there is our S rank run right there. 1 million fans. Vocal is first, sadly. We got 2 more weeks. Vocal first does mean legend again. We'll hit 1.15 million fans. Maybe last week of the season we can get vocal second and try for that 300k audition. Probably win it about 50% of the time, but that means it's an average of 150,000 fans, right? I'd say maybe a little bit more often than 50%. Didn't quite hit last there. So we do care a little bit about trying to last hit one of these. Or maybe we'll last hit both of them. 34 stars. Alright, 1.15 million fans this run. We'll do one more. Let's hope it's vocal second. Let's hope it's not. If it's dance first, visual second, I might even try legend with that. I don't think we can win it. It's visual first, dance second, so we know we can win this on legend. We know we definitely can't win it on higher than legend. But we can fight for visual first on legend with 625 vocal. Skill order is Chiyuki skills, then Mono, then Mamimi, then Rinzai, then Kiriko. In that order. So worst possible scenario is both our 1x and Kiriko. But even that is not that bad, because Kiriko is still a pretty strong hitting skill. Doesn't matter, tied for first. Got another 100,000 fans. This run ends at 1.25 million, I think. Which is probably a little bit better than average. I can bomb out of some auditions sometimes. But there is an S rank idol. Now, if I were smart, I would purposely fail the wing. However, I like EX skills, and you seem to get better EX skills by winning wing. So we'll attempt it. I'm not gonna stop and check judge health and stuff and try and win it that way. But we'll just go for second place here and try and last hit visual. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's totally fine either way. Basically, if we win this, we go into the finals. Since we're vocal focused, we should always win finals, and therefore should get some better EX skills. And if we lose it, then we don't have to do another audition. We get into our next run for more fans faster. Hitting last on first place judge. Easy win. 26 stars right there. Let's make it 30. Okay, heading to finals. We're vocal first. Doesn't matter what the judge is, we're hitting first place judge. Because the only other person hitting first place judge is vocal. Also, if you haven't done an S rank yourself, if you happen to have all of the supports that I have, which we'll go over later, get rid of visual here. I'll grab this 40 passive, because it procs pretty often for a good 6%. Not that we'll need it to win Wing against Natsuhaba. But yeah, this is how you can do S ranks if you happen to have... I think, is there a visual mastery, is there an audition mastery visual support card as well? There may be. I mean, to get the Rinzai giving you plus 16 vocal, I think you do need it at like 2 stars or something, which is pretty unlikely. I just happen to be rolling a lot on that Maid Natsuha banner and getting Rinzai instead. Turns out it isn't what I wanted that I got, it was what I needed to hit these S rank idols. And the first time you do an S rank idol, you will get an SSR ticket. So guaranteed SSR from your first S rank run. But of course, by the time you have an S rank run, there's probably a lot of SSRs you don't necessarily need. So that's why we skipped the wing normally. We went from 1.25 million fans to 1.26 million fans in 2 auditions. Didn't really help. Not spending this SP, we're just going right to the next grind. Getting 2 gold training tickets. Getting a golden EX skill for more morning communications. That's why I do the wing, is for all those gold. If you don't win the wing, you just get the fan count, which is perfectly fine. And you also have to sit through this true end cutscene at the end, which is fine because Chiyuki's cute, get a lot of different scenery. But it does add, 30 seconds to the run, something crazy like that. Okay, boom. Just double checking I've done my dailies for the day, yes. Okay, back in we go. You can see my energy's almost capped because I started a run right before I went to bed, but did not finish it. To keep using all that energy. We're doing this peak up grind. Oh, I didn't go over my support idols. We'll do that real quick. We can do it from in here, I think. So, Rinzai. This is one of the 2 most important idols in an S rank run for me, because every single time we win an audition, we get this passive right here, Audition Mastery Vocal. You get plus 16 vocal from getting first place in an audition. I don't remember what level she gets that at, but she's pretty high level for me. This Hiyori, however, I think almost everyone should be able to get a few copies of this Hiyori. It is an SR card. I only had to level it to 60, which means you only need it to be 2-star. SR, very doable. And it does get Audition Mastery SP level 9 at 2-star. So you get 9 SP every time you get first place in an audition. So I feel like there's a visual mastery kind of mirror of Rinzai here. I could be wrong, maybe it's dance mastery. Either way, if you have one of the audition mastery stat cards, you can probably do these S rank runs too. Kiriko I just grabbed because she's got a nice plus 100 vocal in her tree, and the produce card I'm using does not. And that is because Chiyuki just doesn't have a good produce card for doing S rank runs, so I'm just using her SSR for the passive stats, because SSRs get more passive stats from event. This Kiriko I've got super maxed, hence why I'm using it. It's got a plus 100 vocal in the tree. If you've got a produce card that's got plus 100, you could always run that stat, as long as you've got the audition mastery. She also does have 2 good vocal skills. I go for this one third, which means we don't always hit it in a run. But definitely we grab the 2.5 on the way up to this 100 vocal uncap. Her mastery is vocal mastery vocal. So if we're in the vocal room with her, we get plus 16, but we don't even do vocal rooms in an S rank run. This mono is pretty nice. I go for this 2.5, 20% up skill, but mostly I like it because of this 30% passive, procs 30% of the time in the first 3 turns. That always helps a lot. And we get a slight vocal uncap on the way up the skill tree. You'll see that as we go through. Plus, the second tree right here shows you what their live skill is for auditions. She hits for a vocal 3 instead of a vocal 2.5, which means she's actually hitting harder than like our maxed out SSR card. That she's an event card. Kiriko is not, but Mono actually hits harder, I think, in auditions than Kiriko does. Same with this Mamimi. I think she was an event card too. She hits for a vocal 3. That's pretty much the only reason we bring her. It's just for slightly easier auditions. Alright, did I not dress up Hiyori? That feels bad. We got 2 girls in the SP room. It's season 1. We want to do either SP or mental. Preferably mental, if we can. If there's at least 1 girl in mental, I'll pretty much always do that. But since there was nobody in radio room and 2 in SP room, may as well get those idol bonds. It's nice to get these idol bonds because it means these idols do hit harder during the auditions. Every color change you go up every 25% of a bar. And then it does mean that I believe you proc your support events more often. So we'll do promises that Chiyuki asked for in the first 2 seasons just to get a stronger memory feel. But after season 2, we do 16 auditions. We do 1 audition during season 2 as well. Chiyuki's vocal pattern is left, left, right, middle, left, middle. Is that what it was? We're at 17 SP already. Actually, I probably may as well not even waste the time buying skills until we're ready. I did that 16. Normally I would sleep there, but I was busy talking. So left, left. It don't matter, we brought a notebook. We're resting. If you are going for an S rank just to go for an S rank, and you do not care about doing it as fast as possible like I do, one thing you could do is not bring a notebook. Bring 2 items that help you with all of your stats, and then actually use an online guide for all of these communications. It's going to take you a lot longer, but of course then you get stronger auditions, which definitely helps for that S rank. Ooh, was that the oh my god. I fucking busy talking. End of season 1, didn't hit the fan count. Oh, that's 30 wasted stamina for my my P-cup run. That feels real bad. I did not realize we were through 8 weeks already. Alright, pay no attention to the produce run behind the stream. Oh, I'm clicking on things, loading up what I don't need to be loading. Cancel. We're going fast, but not too fast. I'm messing up. Alright, let's attempt that again. This is why we do radio room and SP room as much as possible. They give more fans, so we hopefully don't have to do an audition. But if we do have to do an audition, we should be doing that instead of just bombing out first season. Oh god. Okay, 3 girls in the SP room. We'll do that. Our rooms are not leveling up. Feels bad. No perfects. If this continues, we may need to do an audition again. We may have another pretty crappy first season. Alright, here's the promise. We're gonna go right into the failed room, I'm guessing. Nope, no actual promise. That works for me. Oh, the worst rest possible. Supposedly there's like 3 tiers of rest. Boy, it does not feel good when you do not get any stamina back from resting. Jeez. There's our left vocal. Oh, that is a radio room. Now we still gotta do 2 more radio rooms. Okay, there's the level up. We gotta do 1 more radio room just to make it to season 2. Our rest did not help much, but hey, we're done. We passed season 1, the hardest part of this run, apparently, since it's the only one I've ever failed. Heading back into that radio. We're at over 200 mental, end of season 1. You'll notice my Chiyuki does start with 70 mental. I did put 2 EX skills on her for an extra 10 mental at the start of a run, just to make this run a little bit easier. All of my support idols have EX skills as well. If you're going for S rank, you probably want to use them just to help out. There are things like higher chance at the event communication, or potentially higher vocal stat just during the auditions, just to hit a little bit harder. Season 2. If we don't have anyone in the radio room or SP room, we will do one audition. Gotta do an audition to pass the season. I'm gonna grab a little bit of SP from Rinze, get her up to that red bar. Talk show room immediately levels up. Morning Kamyu. Let's see if we get the promise. I would like a rest promise or a vocal promise. But we're gonna get a rest promise, nice. That is perfect. We didn't necessarily need to rest just yet, but if it comes with a promise, I will gladly take it. There's the left, left, right, and middle. And radio room, SP room are empty. We're going to buy some skills. You can actually do it from this audition page right here. Click down here. I'm going to replace the vocal skill. The reason I do that is because now anytime I see a vocal skill with Chiyuki's face on it, it means it's our hardest hitting skill. And we just do that. We don't have to go click and check if it's vocal 1, it's the vocal 2.5. We just hit the Chiyuki skill. We can go for first place judge in season 2. It's very easy audition. Especially if we are bonkers crazy like we are. Do we have appeal already? We sure did. I think it's level 1 still. Cheerio. How you doing this fine morning? Cheerio. What I would recommend. Do you have the link to the English Discord? I am not necessarily super good at the PvP Fest mode just yet. I haven't really worked on that yet. Let me see if I can find you the link to the English Discord. There's actually an entire channel dedicated to helping out newbies with what support cards they should be running. So let me get you that link real quick here. Boom. So that's the link to the English Discord. I can certainly help you after the stream, because I'm grinding out P-Cup right now, but as soon as stream is over, I will take a look at your picture. But if you put it in the Discord, it's under Unit Strategy and Tier List. Unless, of course, you're already posted in there, but I don't see ya. Also, welcome to the stream. If you post in there, then other people can help you out during the stream, and then after my stream, I'll go check out and see if I have anything to offer as well. But there's some people who are a lot better at helping out picking supports than I am. I took a long time just to figure out what my supports were going to be. So at a glance, ooh, popped up Discord. Do you know what stat you're going to be going for with this Mamimi? I'm assuming it's the new one you want to use, or is it the one? Because based on your stat, I could, if it's vocal, I can tell you. If it's visual or dance, I haven't even really run visual or dance in what feels like months now. So off the top of my head, I probably wouldn't even know. Alright, we're in Season 3. We are doing pure auditions from now on. But yeah, welcome to Shiny Colors. Always good to see new people playing it. I'll show you why I am grinding P-Cup so hard in a moment here. I mean, it doesn't give you a logical reason why. I'll show you that we're struggling to stay in the top 100, I think, right? Even doing like 5 or 6 S rank runs a day. Alright, this should be a first place. Getting that vocal nice and early. The reason we want to get first place in these early auditions is just for that extra vocal and SP from Rinze and Hiyori. So 22 vocal from that week. Hits the D rank, unlocks the 50k audition. We have 32 SP, we need 40. Okay. And we're running at 348 mental already. That's pretty good. That should be enough to get us through these higher auditions. Usually you want to aim for maybe a little over 300. We're a bit over that. Yeah, I'm not trying to blow you off here. I know that there's people in that Discord that are much better at picking supports than I. But if they do not answer your question, by all means, you should be able to see my name in that Discord under Batsu, or even message me here on Twitch. Either message me on Discord or message me on Twitch if you don't get any responses in the next hour or two here, and I'll help you out for sure. We could even do a stream where I help you out. I just kind of want to be doing these auditions during this grind, trying to hit top 100 at least for Chiyuki, even though I think the cutoff for the gold banner is top 50, which is pretty crazy high number right now. I'm actually not sure what the cutoffs are this morning. Is there a new pinned message? No. Cutoffs yesterday. Chiyuki was at 30 million fans for the cutoff yesterday morning, and I didn't hit 30 million fans till like halfway through yesterday. And that's just for 50th place. That's not first place at all. It's not top 10 by a long shot. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, for sure. Message me if you don't get good responses there. But I know there's a guy, Cho. He actually did my icon. Which way is my camera facing? Up this way. My new icon. Cute little picture of me. Cho did that art for me, and he's super helpful. He usually he'll take the picture that you added and circle every single idol for different stats, just based on what stat you want to run, and sort of recommend sort of a full team for you for vocal, visual, and dance. I think it's Cho that does that. Pretty sure. Let's see if we go and look right now in that channel. More specific questions about particular idols currently. Yeah, there's also a tier list in there for idols you should be trying to level up and focusing. That was written by the Japanese community, and we've just kind of taken it for now. But yeah, it looks like S-Rank Burb linked all of their supports, and people recommended some to level up for them. Alright, 24. We tied for first, getting that extra vocal and SP from our two different audition masteries. I think this is why audition mastery, I'm a little concerned about it as a support skill, because they can't really release more idols with it. Like if they release a second audition mastery vocal card or a second audition mastery SP card, then you can just stack them, and the game gets crazy easy to like literally just do auditions. So they can't, I don't know. I feel like they painted themselves in a corner with this, unless there's like audition mastery's cap. It's like if you have an audition mastery vocal 16 and an audition mastery vocal 20, it only takes the higher of the two. Maybe that's how they could balance it. Because if you think about it, if they ever release another audition mastery vocal alongside Ring, and it's 16 as well, then every time you win an audition you're getting 32 vocal on top of whatever vocal base is from the audition. And that's broken. That's just completely unreasonable. So I don't expect another audition mastery vocal card to ever come out. And if it does, it'll maybe be a year from now, when everybody's doing S-Rank runs every time. And we need harder content. Plus she comes with so much free SP. Getting the morning commus. I do like those. We want to hit the level 2 appeal. Here we go. Here's the 2.5 from Mono. So as you can see, we just go straight for the uncap on Kiriko, grab the 2.5 on the way, and then we go for a stronger 2.5 on Mono next. It has a baby uncap on the way. This passive is really good. It's the reason we don't go for the Kiriko 3 times, because her passive requires it to be turn 5 or later, which it does not happen very much in these auditions, whereas this Mono happens in the first 3 turns, or, turn 3 or earlier. So the Mono passive, we go for the uncap with the 2.5 on the way, and then we go for a really strong pass with a stronger skill after it. So that's sort of my strat. At this point, we have the Mono skill, we have the Kiriko skill, and we have the Mono passive. We can technically stop buying skills and be able to pass all the auditions. That's all I'm worried about. We have replaced 2 of our 4 starting skills. Ooh, missing the perfect. Feels bad. We'll do the memory appeal. It's only a level 1 memory appeal. Oh, maybe I lose this audition. We got the bonus 4 stars, so we'll see. They just got a bonus 4 stars as well. Oh. Oh. Yep. Okay, we got 2nd place, actually. I'm surprised. Surprised we still got top there. So we got by the skin of our teeth. As the expression goes, only 7 vocal instead of, I think we would have gotten 23 vocal and 9 SP. Feels bad, but at least we proc this SSR produce conversation. And here we go, going for 350,000 fans. One more audition after this, and then we're in Season 4, going for as many fans as Season 4 will give us. It's pretty RNG dependent, going for a vocal build, because you really can't do the harder auditions unless vocal is second. I feel like with dance, you can actually do the harder auditions even if dance is first. I could be lying about that, but it sounds to me like people going for actual top place S rank runs are doing dance runs. So I'm guessing that means there is an audition advantage in dance runs. Getting the cutscene, skipping the cutscene, guaranteed visual from this card. It's the only time we can't get vocal. Should probably stop going to this page from here ever. Just grab it from the audition page while we're at 408 mental already. I've had some pretty high mental these last couple runs. Mainly because the SP room hasn't looked super good the whole time. Order is Chiyuki, Mono, Mamimi, Rinzei Kiriko. And that's just from doing auditions without any passives and seeing what the difference in hits are. I was under the impression that the Mono and Mamimi 3 times appeals would hit harder than the Chiyuki 2.5, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Seems like using your produce idol supports does come with a big advantage. So if you've only got supports with 2.5 appeals like most people have, and your produce idol gets a 2.5, it's definitely going to hit way harder. So you're praying for those produce cards in the stack. Alright, 400k end of Season 3. We need to do 100,000 more fans before we can do higher than the legend. Okay, making sure the season transition didn't freeze on us. Okay, vocal first. We just want to do the legend anyways. We got 40 SP, that's enough to buy this skill. It'll probably never pro. Unless we're in a pretty rough audition. But I'm happy to see the legend as our first audition, because that means we will hit that 500k, and then if we do get lucky second weekend on, we can start doing 200k. If vocal is second. Get a memory appeal here just to guarantee I hit before the AI does. Because the legend vocal is still pretty rough. And if the AI hits 3 times and you've only hit twice, they will beat your score for vocal first. And so I like to do 2 perfects and then do a memory appeal. This memory appeal guarantees you go first. Whereas sometimes on turn 3 it's a little bit harder to hit that perfect, and if you hit a good and the AI hits a perfect, they can squeak out just ahead of you. Okay, there's A rank. We need 500,000 more fans for S rank. We do get vocal second right off the bat, which means we're going for this 200k audition. It's very easy to lose this audition, and that's okay. I'm gonna go for second place judge vocal here and just risk it. Because if we don't last hit anyone, we end up with 18 stars, and that's kind of a 50-50 chance of passing. But I will take a 50-50 chance on a 200k audition any day. Alright, this is... oh, sad. It looked good, but now it's not good. They're getting 3 perfects in a row. I don't think we can last hit anything here. Feels bad. But we did get second. So this guy with 16 missed 14 possible stars out there. So we managed to sneak second and get 200k fans. 18 vocal is something, but we might already be capped. Nope, we're getting close to cap though. Vocals first. That says the legend to me. We'll get another 100k. This should get us up to 800k. And then we only need 200k more to unlock that 300k audition. But sadly, once again, for the 300k, actually let's double check. Let me show you what I use. I use this link right here, and it's a little bit hard to read. It is in Japanese, but you can scroll down till you see the picture of the audition that you're doing. So like here's the legend that we're currently doing. I'm going to look. This is the 300k audition. Yeah, so vocal first is getting slammed. How you read it is, these are the 5 different AIs. These are who they are hitting on what turn. So first turn, everyone's hitting third, second, and first. So this is the only one focusing first. That is a vocal opponent. Nobody focuses second. So if you are dance or visual, anytime dance or visual is first or second, you could go for the 300k audition. Sadly, if you're vocal, you can only really go for vocal when it's second place. So that's why I think vocal is probably the worst stat to try and get S rank on. Alright, no, it's the worst stat to try and grind out. If you're doing the 300k audition, you're actually already S rank. That's how you unlock it. So S rank is probably not too terrible no matter what your stat is. But if you're trying to get as many fans as possible, vocal's probably the worst stat. It's just the stat I'm good at. So that's what we're grinding. I do have a bunch of good dance supports. After this Producers Cup, I'll probably start working on a dance team. That's a lie. We're going to do all the true ends first, and then we'll start working on my dance support. Okay, we got visual first, which says the legend to me again. The reason we can do the legend if visual is first is because there's a dance AI and a vocal AI hitting first place on the legend. So we can fight them for visual, no problem. Do have to hit those perfects though. As long as we hit at least 2 perfects in the good, we should be fine here. We'll do our memory appeal. Since it hits visual, still pretty hard, 5.6. Ooh. An AI got 4. Okay, we still got top appeal. Trying for the perfect there to snap into last appeal to try and get first. We tied for first anyways. Feels good. Okay, so we're at 900k, which means if we get vocal second next week, it's going to feel a little bad. Because we're just 1 audition away from that 300k audition. Yeah, there's the vocal second. That's alright. We'll do the 200k. The highest we can do. Try and hit 1.1 million fans. That's S rank. Nice. Starting with 2 Chiyuki cards to hit pretty dang hard. 15.8. Even though none of the AIs are good at visual first place here, they are still hitting for like almost 16k. So it's going to be pretty hard to even win off stats where it's not our primary. However, ooh, I don't know if we hit hard enough here. We're only at memory appeal, yeah, level 1. Okay, fortunately that guy got 32 stars. So if you see them getting that many, that means hopefully you should be able to sneak in second with the remaining stars. Just getting top appeal from second place. So there's 1.1. There's our second S rank of the day. The nice thing about grinding S ranks though is I hear they sell for a lot of money. I haven't tried selling them yet. But if you need money to buy like the SSR cards, there's memory appeal level 2 finally. The highest rank idols you can make them even if you're just gonna get rid of them. Okay, dance first, visual second. That is the super difficult audition. So we're gonna do the low 50k audition and just go for dance first here. 6.3k, but no one else is hitting first, so it should still be easy to win. Here's a stronger hit with our mono passive. Now I will say, if you are going for S rank, you do have to be able to hit perfects pretty frequently, because there are a lot of auditions where the only way to win is to hit at least 2 perfects, maybe a third before the AI can hit. But as you see there, I think I only hit 2 perfects. No, I hit 3 perfects and then a bad, but that was good enough, as long as you're focusing the first place judge. Alright, how many more weeks on this run? We got 2 more weeks. Vocal is first, we'll do the legend. Oh, if it was visual or dance first, and we were running visual or dance, we could go for that 300k now. But sadly, both of the 200 and 300k auditions are getting slammed by vocal AI. There's the 22,224 hit. Holy moly. Legend is our 32 stars. Let's get out of this audition by spam clicking, hitting those normal appeals. It don't matter, we got 32 stars, we're through. Our vocal's been maxed for a few weeks now at 625. It's not like we're getting any better, we maybe get enough SP to buy a 3x skill, but we only got 1 more week anyways. Okay, we got 56 SP. May as well buy the Kiriko 3x appeal. Visual first, dance second. Sad day. We will just have to go for the legend deck. Hit another 1.2 million fans. Hitting for almost 10k even on visual. Feels pretty good. There's the mono skill, buffing ourselves up so that our next hit hits even harder. Ooh, missed the perf. Should be fine. We got memory appeal level 2 finally by the end here, so that'll hit hard enough to secure first place. You can't actually lose first place with 24 stars, but you at least get second, which means you get the fan count. We don't need first anymore for sure. That's the final one. That's the S rank. We'll go for the true end again, try and get some good EX skills. Ooh, these runs are taking a little bit of time. Might only have time for 1 more this morning before work, we'll see. Oh, interesting. Grabbing some extra vocal right before the wing audition. I don't think I've seen that before. Probably could have gone for visual there since our vocal is capped. It would make our memory appeal hit a little harder. But it's fine. We are 1-track vocaling for these S ranks. Okay, here's a wing audition. It is visual first. That is the worst audition if you are not visual, because the judge gets killed in the first 3 turns quite often. as opposed to dance first, which you can usually snipe on turn 4. Alright, I think we're hitting vocal too hard here. We don't want to kill it just in case. But it looks like Visual Judge is dying anyways. Ooh, Visual Judge did not die, barely. Alright, there's the turn 4 snipe of first place Judge that you want to do in the semifinals. That's the win. As long as you get top on second and last hit on first, which you can do for dance and visual. I'm not sure about vocal. I don't know what you do if vocal's first in wing semifinals and you're not vocal. It's been a long time. But if you're going vocal, wing is pretty easy to win. You can snipe visual and dance every time there, and then whatever it is in the finals, you just go for first place Judge. Hitting for 12k on it. That is not normal actually, but you know what? We'll take it. Okay. Haven't even been hit by the judges except for like one time. Thanks to that Kiriko's memory appeal will guarantee us first place here with 32 stars. Now wing finals you can always live. There's always a chance that if you don't get top and last hit on first place Judge, Rinze and Jury, they both have some crazy strong memory appeals and can just snipe all the last hits or something. But if you make it to finals and you're vocal focused and you can do more damage than Natsuha bot, you're pretty good to go most of the time. Oh, why did I not hit skip? Alright, we're at 45 million fans for Chiyuki. I don't remember how many we had before these runs. There's the S rank. There's 2 gold tickets thanks to winning the Legends and getting that wing. Not the best EX skills, but we'll take it. Now we gotta wait out the true end. And we go in for our 3rd S rank run of the day. At the end of all these runs, we'll check what position we're in, see if we've fallen out of the top 100. I'm just bringing some super cheap items to help make the runs a little bit easier. Got a girl in the radio room, that's what I like to see. Ooh, starting with promises maybe. There's tension up. A single morning commu, as long as you don't completely bomb it, will give you that memory appeal a level 1. No promise, that's alright. Getting even more girls in the radio room. Radio room levels up right away. Awesome. It does mean we get 315 fans each radio room now. So we only need to do it 2 more times after this. And not bomb out at E rank idol again. I should be checking, just making sure there's no rooms with like 4 idols in it. That's definitely worth the support bonds over a radio room. There's a good rest. Yeah, see, rests definitely have a varying amount of stamina they give back. Because we were super low and that rest got us back to full. Whereas last time we weren't even halfway low and the rest did not give us there. Alright, there's the perfect. There's 54 mental. Ooh, feels good. Hitting that E rank. How many idols in the radio room? Excellent. Oh, we maybe have too much mental. May have to go and do SP or vocal. Because we will be getting... Oh, these rooms have been so good. We will be getting a lot of mental just from all of our support conversations. That's why you try and do the rooms with lots of idols in them. Just for those free stats, gives you 5 mental, 10 SP, and 20 of a stat. Typically, you can get a little less than that on like event SR cards. You can get a little more on that on some SSR cards. As you'll see, Rinze gives us like 10 vocal or 20 vocal and 10 visual. Learn your katakana. Learn the kanji for week, and you should be able to figure out every promise. 1 week from now, she wants to do visual lessons. That is a-okay with me. Even if we fail it, we'll get the tension and the memory appeal. Oh, Radio Room level 4, what's going on? I prefer this kind of luck when I'm actually making a S card, but we'll take it for the S rank run. Before we do this, I'm gonna just spend our SP just in case this is a catastrophe. If you do get a catastrophe, you can sometimes lose a bunch of SP. But no, we passed the 27% fail. So we don't even have to worry about regaining that tension from failing. We're just getting that promise. Alright, here's the other rest. We do need to do one audition this season to make it to the next season. There's some free vocal from our SSR produced card. I'm sure you can do S ranks with SR cards, it's just going to be a little bit hard. Ooh, another promise, we'll take it, we'll get that memory appeal level 2 much earlier this time. Cheerio, good to see you in the Discord, I see you posting. You should probably mention what stat you're going for. Have you looked at your Mamimi cards? Do you know what stat they're good at? There's memory appeal level 2 from that rest promise. Alright, need to do an audition at some point here. Rooms don't look great. Perfect. Grab this uncap, grab a little bit of passive. Going for first place judge. It even happens to be vocal to make it even easier. Super easy. Season 2 auditions are pretty easy. Even if you're just starting out, you can probably win the first place audition for the, I think it's like, what, 10 or 15,000 fans? We'll show off this cutscene. Cute. Underneath the aquarium. So cards don't have a main stat, but they do have sort of skills that they're good at. I'll show you my Chiyuki card real quick. Because you can level a card any way you want. They all start at like 50 in every stat, but they do have passives and skills that are going to be leaning towards something. So if we go to my unit here and we click on this Chiyuki produce card. Oh, actually no, never mind. Let's go out real quick, back to the home screen. Let's go look. I think I've got one of those Mamimis. I think I might have both of them actually. Just recently I pulled 2 Mamimi. So if we look at this Mamimi right here, this skill right here is going to be the first active that Mamimi can get, and it's a vocal skill. And then you'll go look at her passives. They're both vocal passives, one dance passive, everything else is locked. So I would say this is a vocal card. You're probably wanting to build her vocal. This skill right here is locked after you get 4 more copies of her and get her all the way up, and it becomes a super strong visual skill. And then if you look, she does have some visual passives locked behind unlocks as well. So I would say if you only have 1 copy of this card, it's vocal. If you've got it completely maxed out, it actually probably becomes a visual card. Probably want to build it visual once you have more merges. We'll look at the other Mamimi to give you an example of that one too. So this one's definitely visual off the beginning. It hits for a visual 3, which is crazy. It has some dance passives and a visual passive. Yeah, so live skills are they're the active. It's not the super attacks. The super attack is the second tab right here. This is the memory appeal. So if you look at this one, the memory appeal actually hits for stronger vocal. And when the card is completely unlocked, you'll get a vocal skill as well. So this card eventually wants to be vocal, but when you're just starting out, it's probably better to build it visual for this active skill. So these are the active skills that you replace your current attacks with during a run. And then after a run, whatever active skills you chose, those are the ones you can choose during Fest. And then this second tab right here is all the passive skills. So these, like, she'll get some dance up passively on her tree, but the circle skills are the active skills that you really want to be buying. You can watch some of my other true end runs. I go a little bit slower and explain, but we're in grind mode. And then at the bottom here, these are the stat uncaps. So normally you have a 500 cap for every stat, but Mamimi right off the bat, you can go up her tree and increase that to 600. So you'll be able to hit for 600 vocal, which doesn't help much if you're building visual. You probably won't go for that uncap, but that's just an idea. It's actually usually better when you're just starting out, because uncapping a card is so strong. Oh, this is a terrible example. Let's look at this Mamimi right here. This looks weak, but it hits every single judge for a dance 1. And then if you're link appealing it, it's an additional dance 1, so it's hitting every judge for dance 2, which is pretty strong. But because this is uncapped, you do get like every single possible skill. So a dance 50% up, a dance uncap, a dance 1 to all judges that can possibly hit dance 2. You can even hit with this dance 3 on the memory appeal right here. So like when you're starting out, until you're like really capping out an SSR card, sometimes SR cards that are uncapped are stronger for you. Alright, back to our S rank grind here. We are in Season 2. We are plenty good on mental, so we're going to grab this SP, especially where there's 3 girls in the room. We got 2 more weeks. We've cleared the fan count. We grab a little bit more mental from Mamimi here. Radio is also nice in that it gives you more vocal. Ooh, alright, we're going to do photo shoot room here. Just because there's 3 girls in there. Let's see if that gets them to red. It does. Oh, their appeals are hitting so strong now. Skipping through this. We're going into Season 3 at D rank. If we really wanted to, we could grind more auditions in Season 2, but I feel like that's kind of a waste of time, where we're going vocal anyways. Alright, so we're buying a super strong passive, another uncap. We're in auditions. We're doing the hardest audition every possible time in Season 3. The hardest auditions are still very doable. Ooh, see, look, you're getting help from that lovely Discord already. Good to see. We do have a memory appeal at level 2 already this run, so that'll hit pretty hard. It should hit harder than our normal appeals on visual since it's off stat. So let's see. No, hitting for 4.3. Okay, it's not actually hitting that hard. We'll go for the good. Still getting 24 stars. Actually getting that last appeal. Nice and easy, 30 stars. There is audition 1 out of 16 for this run. Let's go. Let's get this bread. That's 40k fans, 9 SP, 22 vocal. Here is our cutscene in the Field of Flowers. We'll watch this once. Chiyuki, so cute. Alright, getting some guaranteed visual from it. Not exactly what we need, but it is worth having the SSR card. Morning Commu. We like seeing these. We don't necessarily want to see the promise request after, because we have to say no to it every time. Alright, we're going for visual first here. Like I said, I replaced my vocal 1 skill, the very first thing. That way every time I see Chiyuki with a vocal skill, I know it's a really strong hitting card. I don't have to go check it. Saves me 2 seconds every run. But it's totally worth it. We're speedrunning this P Cup. Alright. Probably could have avoided memory appealing there, but I wanted to get the guaranteed 4 stars because we hadn't gotten it yet. You get 4 stars from doing... Ooh. Alright, well we didn't get first place, but we got second. Dude, Sakuya steals first place so often in these chocolate runs in Season 3. She always manages to last hit every judge with her memory appeals. Feels bad, so only 7 vocal out of that, but at least we got the fans. That's all we really care about. 33 SP, I think we're waiting for 50. It's vocal first, should be a very easy run. But once again, Sakuya can manage to steal all the last hits and win. But hopefully we get first place. We want to get that extra vocal, make these even easier auditions. When you are going for the S rank runs, the first auditions of a season are always going to be the hardest. Because of course you're getting stats every time you get first or second. And getting stats means your next auditions are going to be easier and you're doing the same auditions typically. It's a little bit different in Season 4, because sometimes you do the 200 or 300k auditions once they're unlocked. But you're going for second place anyways, those are usually pretty easy, just kind of RNG. Vocal first, again, we don't have 50 SP, we just go right into it. Chiyuki's nice and easy because every pre-audition, the correct response to her is always the top middle response. So we can just spam top middle before an audition. I want to say Hiyori is the one with the weirdest ones. Hers kind of change between like right and left. It's different patterns for every girl. If you're grinding out tons of the same girl, I'm sure you'll figure it out after using those notebooks and that. Lucking into some last hits there. So yeah, cheerio. I'll show you real quick on this skill tree. Let me show you something that helps beginners out that people tend to get confused at when they're first starting off. If we look at this skill tree, so this tree right here in the top right, that's whatever your produce card is, so that's going to be your Mamimi skills. All the other ones are your supports coming in here. So as you can see, I'm not even buying any skills that the Chiyuki card has. I'm just building her vocal, even though she's not good at vocal at all. She's a visual dance. But that's just because all of my supports are really good at vocal, and I'm building vocal during the run. So anything you see with a hexagon is a passive skill. Those are just going to help you out a little bit during your runs. And anything that's like a gold passive skills are really strong. You can see this is 30% up compared to other skills which are like 6% up. So you want to try and buy gold skills when you can. These circle skills right here, I can even flip this over. Circle skills are your active skills. When you buy a circle skill, it's going to show you your 4 current active skills and ask you which one to replace. So typically you want to replace like your dance one, your visual one, your vocal one. Do not ever accidentally replace. Don't like buy this vocal 2.5. This is what a lot of people do, and they just click the top option, replace it, and then when they go and buy this vocal 2.5, they click on their current vocal 2.5 and replace it, and they only get 1 good skill and 3 bad skills. So when you buy these active skills, make sure you're getting rid of the crappy skills. The other thing is these little squares. You'll see they have these little up arrows on them. Those are your uncaps. So right now we can go up to 625 vocal. That's because you start at 500. We bought the 100 uncap from the Kiriko tree and the 25 uncap from the Mono tree. You will see sometimes these active skills will turn into a 0 cost, like this Rinzai right here. The reason this costs 0 is because it's the exact same skill, Vocal Appeal 4, as on the Kiriko tree and on the Mono tree. So you can't buy the same appeal. Saw it yesterday. Perfect. Alright, yeah. Just watch my starting guide. Awesome. Alright, going back into auditions. Dance first. We spent our 50 SP, got that new active. Easy peasy. Gonna burn dance first judge. Take a sip of water. Getting 2 Chiyuki skills in a row. Feels good. Yeah, so I think the most important thing for like doing wing runs is finding a card that has a strong golden active skill in the end. So it's got to be an uncapped card that you like. It's got to be in the stat you're running. And you got to be able to probably buy an uncap as well. But, sorry, I'm using uncap 2 different ways. I mean, you should probably find a card that you like that's 4-star. So for an S-Rec run, we get a lot less SP than normal. Normally I like to actually do the SP room a lot and try and get like maybe up 3 different cards. Like if I can get all the way up this card, like if I was producing, I would try and make sure I get to this uncap, to this gold skill, to Mono's gold skill, and maybe if I can, like up to the Rinzai gold skill. That's a lot of SP. You're probably not going to get that many when you're first starting out. So definitely just focus on like picking a tree that you want to go up and get like, you know, maybe just the Kiriko, both of them, and then like as much as of another tree as you can. You could even go for like these two passives, just completely fill out this tree if you wanted. That's a viable strategy when you're first starting out for sure. Alright, I don't know, I think, is this the last audition of Season 3? Ooh, it's 8:08 already, yeah, so we're only getting 3 runs in. Feels bad. S-rank runs definitely take a lot longer because you're doing so many auditions. You can't just skip through the training room. Love the music. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'll never try to sing on stream again. Alright, there's 24 stars. Sakuya bot does not steal first place from us. We do tie with. I'll gladly take that extra vocal. Plus 30 feels good. Ooh, here's another 20 vocal from Chiyuki's produce card. Also gives us SP and mental. We got 2 more weeks actually, so we're kind of ahead of the curve on how much SP we've gotten. Feels like. We'll see, because we need to win what? 2 more for the passive, and then I guess we need to win like 5 or 6 more. So we'll see. We'll see if we get that Kiriko active before the end. I do like the Kiriko active. It hits for a 3 times vocal appeal, and then makes the judges hit you less, so you can hit perfects easier later on. Which is super nice. However, the Kiriko passives before it are not super useful. So it's kind of like you're wasting SP until you get to that skill. Stealing 28 stars. Alright, 1 more audition, then we go into Season 4. We're praying for good luck in Season 4. Maybe we can get a legend first. Well, it doesn't matter how good our luck is, we would just need like a whole bunch of vocal second weeks. And I feel like there's a set number of them. I still need to check. Maybe I'll go back and watch my own VODs and just check like what the trends were every single week, and see if there's like a set number of every combination. Because if we think about, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it only 6? No, I think it's 9 combinations. Let me think. So we have vocal first, then there's 2 different possibilities. We've got visual first, 2 different possibilities, dance first, yeah. There's 6 possible combinations of judges, and there's 8 weeks, so obviously you're getting 2 different combinations twice. So the question is, how is that determined? Does Season 4 always have the same 8 audition setups that can rotate? Or do we have like 32 different setups every time, and they can switch between seasons? Oh, these are questions that need answering. Okay, heading into Season 4. Now we pick our audition based on what the judge setup is. We hit F11, make sure it's still spinning. Alright, we have 42 points. We're going to buy this completely useless gold skill. I'm sure it's really good in PvP. Visual first, we're going to fight for this. Ooh, this is kind of the worst starting one. It is vocal second, but you know, we're fighting for visual first. Visual first is probably one of the harder auditions to do, and we're doing it very first week when we have the lowest possible stat. Yeah, enemies are hitting for 6.3, we're hitting for 6.1. Oh, I need to hit these perfects. Crap. Okay, I think we memory appeal here and still don't win top place. I think we bomb out of this audition. Oh, we got it, barely. Whew. Alright, that was a little scary, but managed to actually completely dominate that audition. It's kind of how it goes. It looks scary, and then you either do bomb out or you get all of the stars because you just barely beat everybody at everything. Cool. Alright, there is a first week win of the legend. That's going to get us to A rank. which does unlock our 200k audition. If we get 500k more fans. Alright, we're getting vocal second. Man, if we just get vocal second every week, that'd be great. Sadly, we've already gotten 2 vocal seconds so far, so I don't think we have too many left. But here we are, doing the 200k audition, very second week. Feels pretty good. Trying to hit that 1 million fan count so we can maybe sneak in a 300k at the end. Ooh, they memory appealed and just ended the audition right there. Oh, but we get the memory appeal on first place judge. Oh, do we actually win this 200k audition? Feels pretty good. 26, 24, 22. We barely sneak out ahead of the competition with that very lucky memory. And that means we get extra vocal, 25 of it to be in fact. What am I trying to say here? 25 vocal, 9 SP just from the audition. We get a support conversation from our produce card at the end here. We get the promise. Feels bad. I gotta say no to that. Lose a little bit of tension. Dance first, visual second. Not what I wanted to see. That is a 50k audition. Feels bad. We'll get up to 750k. As long as we win this, which we should. I'm curious, there's probably a point at which I can win. We'll have to see. Dance first on the legend is probably very difficult. We're hitting for like 6k right now on dance. I don't think that's more than a dance AI hit score on the legend. Get a memory appeal here just to make sure we get first place on dance. Top appeal, that is. See, if we had saved memory appeal, we get some last hits in here. Missing it. Well, that's okay. We got 24. Still getting first. Getting first every time so far, actually. We need 250,000 more fans to unlock that 300k audition. I don't know if it'll happen before the end. We'll find out. Well, it'll probably happen by the end, but we probably won't get a vocal second after it happens. That's the issue. Here's a vocal first. That is a legend run off for 1 SP away from that Kiriko skill. So we actually should get it before the end of Season 4, which means we'll be able to use it once or twice. So that'll be nice. Probably replace this Dance 1 skill with it, so that would have been a 3 times appeal right there. Oh, I'm bad at this game and I should feel bad. That's like bonking off some rocks in Zelda and you're trying to speedrun it. Okay, I think we do a bad on purpose this time. Aw, we had gotten one more. We would have hit both of them right there and stolen the last hit, but we still get first place. Not a big deal. I don't know if I explained that in the tutorial. Did I explain the order of hitting judges? How sometimes you want to go for goods and bads and stuff to make sure you hit after the AI. Alright, visual first. So we're going to go for the legend. That'll get us to 950k. And then next week we will hit that. Ooh, there's our 3 times skill right off the bat, hitting for 9.4k. So next audition, no matter what, should get us enough fans to unlock the 300k. The question is whether or not next week is going to be the 300k that we would have wanted to do. I think I memory appeal here. Oh, I've been sitting still too long. We need to do more stretch. Alright. Hitting good. Not getting last appeal there. Does Sakuya steal it from us? No. Sakuya does not steal first place. So we're at 950,000 fans. Kogane guest slot. Does Kogane... Okay, so Cheerio, let me show you real quick. If we go to our unit here, sorry, I'm not seeing your things very often, but on a support card, This first tab is the same as a produce card. These are your active skills, these are your passive skills, these are your uncapped. But this second tab right here on the support card is even more important. This top skill right here is the appeal that they use during auditions. So if you're going single stat, you're going pure vocal, you want to make sure all of your support cards have vocal skills here, which can be confusing because sometimes you'll get a support card where all of this is vocal, and then this second tab right here is a dance skill. I don't know why they do that, but that means that that card can definitely be in your vocal run, it just should be in the guest slot so that you don't get that active. And then these are all the passives. Definitely go to the Shiny Colors wiki for these descriptions. These are the most important part about choosing a support. Alright, it's a vocal first. That's perfect. We're going to do the legend. It means we did not miss out on a 300k audition this week at least. We will hit 1.05 million fans. Unlock that 300k audition, and hopefully in the last couple weeks here we can do a 300k audition for a little bit more fan count. Ooh, getting all passives, hitting the perfect, last hitting, easy win. We'll memory appeal here just to kill the judges faster. Just get us out of this audition. Ooh, we're at 820 already. Alright, we're going to do the last couple auditions, get that S rank, try and win wing, and then I'll show you guys what we ended up with on, I think this is what, day 3, day 4 of the P Cup. We'll see how high we got in the standings before I go to work. Getting that extra vocal. There's the 1.05 million. That's S rank. Vocal is not second, it is dance visual. Feels pretty bad. Just gonna grab random passives now to make these runs a little bit easier. So here's our 50k audition. I didn't even check what week it was, we're just gonna keep doing auditions here. Yeah, what type are you building? Are you building dance or visual? You're building visual, it sounds like. So if Kogane has a vocal skill on our second tab, you want to put her in the guest slot for sure. Normally, if all of them, like if you're doing a visual run and they all have visual skills, guest slot will go to your lowest level one, typically. But yeah, if you've got someone who has a non-visual guest skill, then definitely you don't want them, because these cards right here, if we go, we hit pause, these are all the cards. So these are the one skill from all of my guests. These are the 4 active skills on my main character. You don't want visual, or you don't want like vocal randomly popping up for you when you're trying to win an audition with visual skills, because her vocal skill's not going to hit for any damage at all if you're building only visual. So that's why you put her in the guest slot. Alright, let's see, do we have 1 or 2 more auditions this run before we hit wing? Vocal 23, 9 SP. Ooh, getting some visual from Mimi. Alright, 1 more week. It is vocal second, which means that we end this run by attempting the 300k audition. Let's see it. We can easily get top appeal on vocal second, just because we know the AI patterns. The question is, can we get in top 2 stars? Can we steal a last hit somewhere? Or can our lovely visual AI get all of the stars and we just barely scrape by with enough of the second place stars? We're getting a bunch of good skills off the bat. Okay, we didn't get last hit on 3rd place. We're probably not getting last hit on vocal or visual with how hard the AI is hitting here. Let's see it. Oh, never mind. Alright, that's a 300k, at least 2nd place with 24 stars. We tied for 1st on the 300k. That feels good. That's the end of the run. We're going to do wing real quick. We're going to try and win it just to get some good EX skills. Boom, 26 vocal, 9 SP, 1.4 million fans at the end of the run. That's one of my best runs, actually. I think I've gotten 1.5 before. You only need 1 million to hit S rank. You only need 500,000 to hit A rank. If you hit 500,000 for A rank and you win wing, that is what is called a true end. That is what you normally see me doing, but we're grinding S ranks today for that P Cup. Okay. Ooh, visual first wing. I'm A little concerned about winning it, but it's fine if we don't win it. We're going for the fan count, and Wing does not really give you a good fan count. You can't rely on Wing to ever bump you over a threshold, that's for sure. I'm gonna hit good so we don't accidentally kill this judge. Ooh, we killed the judge anyway. Yeah, we're at 27. AI is at 32. Gonna hit this pretty hard. Oh, didn't quite leave it to be able to be sniped at the end there. Alright, so bombing out a Wing, even though we've got 1.4 million fans, the judges just don't like Chiyuki, feels bad. That's alright. The run ends here. See, like, we can win 300k auditions, but you can't always win Wing. That's just how the cookie crumbles. We'll watch this cutscene. And then let's see how many, what ranking we're at the end of this morning. There's S rank. No extra gold tickets because we didn't get that Wing win. Feels bad. There is our S rank card. And if we check, we are 77th in the world. And by the world, I mean mostly Japan for Chiyuki. Let's see, we're at 41 million fans for her. First place has 301. Oh, we need a little bit more grinding to hit first place. I'm just trying to stay in top 100. I think the top 50 border gives you a cooler title. So if we, oh man, we need to be working 1.5 times harder than I'm currently working to even hit 50th place. So I think the plan is just trying to stay in the top 500. I'm at 41 million. Top 500 is 6 million right now, so I think we're good. I would like to end top 100 at least, just for bragging rights. But yeah, look at this differential. I'm guessing this kid's running dance cards. We can just send a friend request. I was hoping to see, like, because in PvP you can see their team, but of course you can't really see their team in PvE. But yeah, sadly, that is the end of the stream today. We are going to toss it off. Is anyone else streaming Shiny Colors?